I will lead you in on the path I traveled, so that you can see my method. The first red flag that really put me on the right trail was the fact that John Wilkes Booth was an actor, as you probably know. Much of the controversy of the Lincoln assassination has centered on Booth from the beginning. Those who have offered alternative theories have almost always started with Booth. We will see that they were not wrong to do so, but we will also see that they never went far enough. Even the most creative and outlandish theories didn't go far enough in the right direction. We have seen this over and over in the other more recent manufactured events, where researchers get halfway in and then seem to get lost. Sometimes it would appear on purpose. We saw this in the Kennedy assassinations, where alternate researchers found some of the first major clues, but then wandered off into left field for no obvious reason. We saw it in the Tate murders, where May Brussel, considered the bravest of the researchers, boldly discovered the first layer of clues, only to drift off into a fog, getting nowhere near the right answer. You will see it from Pat Shannon, who initially makes a strong charge at all these events, only to end up with theories that don't really challenge the central parts of any of them. I don't know if all these researchers divert themselves, or if their jobs were to create diversion from the beginning. I don't really care. I spend my time researching the events, not researching the other researchers. You will have to come to your own conclusions there. But back to Booth. The fact that Booth was an actor is the primary clue here, but I have never seen anyone lead with it. It is admitted but passed over as unimportant. But if you have read my other papers or studied recent events, you now understand how important it is. We have seen that all these events featured actors, from 911 to Aurora to Sandy Hook. They had to because they were all manufactured events. In manufactured events, you want actors involved because actors are trained to manufacture events. That is the job of an actor. As in any other job, you hire professionals. The second red flag I found is that the assassination took place in a theater. No one ever looks closely at that. It is a red flag, because this is all theater. As with Booth being an actor, I have known about Ford's Theater since I was a child. But, like the rest of you, I have never let the fact really enter my consciousness. I have seen the fact, but I have not observed it. I have memorized it like a bit of history. I might need to regurgitate for a test, but have never looked closely at it. We should have always found both facts highly curious. No researcher that I know of has ever tripped over Lincoln's assassination being in a theater. The big clues are missed from the very beginning, which should tell us we have been in the presence of poor researchers from day one. From my vantage, I can tell you that this seems to be caused by the fact that the others are approaching this problem as either history or conspiracy, rather than as a murder investigation. History and conspiracy tend to be very complex, while murder is usually surprisingly simple. Without exception, these other investigators allow themselves to be buried under an excess of information,